Hello YouTube, my name is Angel Bogdan. I'm a professional graphic and web designer with over 8 years of experience, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use InVision Studio to create a mobile app prototype. InVision Studio is a free tool which you can download. Before following my tutorial, the link will be available in the description of this video. As an example, I will show you how to do a cooking app with recipes, but the principles will always stay the same, so you can adapt this tutorial to your own ideas, so you get the desired result using the same methods as I do in this video. Cool, so let's start prototyping. Okay, cool. So before we get started in using InVision Studio, we'll open up Illustrator and create a quick sketch, or you can do it by hand, so it's up to you. But this is what I've done for the cooking app with recipes. This is the sketch which I want to create in InVision Studio. Sorry. We've got here the top, the navigation plus logo plus menu. So here on the left side we can create some sort of go back button. Here we'll have the logo, the menu. Here we'll have some filters. So let's say you want to cook, you get to choose from Japanese or Italian food or anything similar, so it depends on the cuisine which you want to filter by the recipes. Then next we'll have the recipe image. Here we'll have the description and title here, plus the duration, difficulty, and the cuisine here. And then we'll just duplicate them with different, but just change the content. This is the first screen, and here on the right side we have the view of the recipe. So when you choose one of them, you get to see the full description of it. Okay, so let's open up InVision Studio. If you don't have it already, as I said, the link is gonna be in the description of this video. Cool. Go to File, make a new file, and we'll pick for this iPhone XS. And this is the screen. If you click on the artboard, you'll see the shape of the screen here. Cool. So this is our first screen, first artboard, and we will try to duplicate what we have here in Illustrator. Let's just create first the menu, the navigation plus logo plus menu. We'll do that first. Go to plus, pick rectangle, and well, actually before we do that, let's turn on the layout. We want the full columns and the rows, and we'll use that to get started. Yeah, let's just turn the columns for it. Okay. I think something like that is fine with me. Okay, I'm gonna go select and copy it, make a smaller version of it. Let's just remove it for now, and let's create the other ones. Before we do that, I want the corners to be rounded, and we've got here the radius. If you press on this button, you get to modify every corner, the radius of every corner individually, or if you leave it unactivated, you can pick up, let's say, 20 pixels radius or 10 pixels. I think I'm gonna go with 10 pixels radius for this. Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste it, and we'll create now the filters. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this over. And at the moment we have 3 filters. I'm not sure, maybe we should create more or not, but I think this one can be a little bit larger, so I'll do something like that. To be honest, I think we can actually increase the count to make stuff a bit easier for us. So create 6, I think, should work for our case. Duplicate it. Okay, so we have here the filters, and sorry, now we have the recipe, image, title, and description next. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this again and paste it here. It's gonna be the image, and I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna increase it a little bit more. Okay, let's go back. Then we have here the title of the recipe. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Actually, I'm thinking now maybe we should increase this like that and add the description on top of it. I think that's gonna work a lot better for us. Okay, let's just deactivate now the columns for a moment and have a better look at the styling. Right, so let's just start again from the top and style it to the bottom. Okay, we have this first box. I think I'm gonna make it maybe a blue or an orange. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I think I'm gonna leave it to something like I think I'm gonna go with this kind of orange. That works for me. Okay, if you go here and if you press on plus, you'll be able to save the color here to use it on the next shapes, the next elements from your artboard. Okay, and I want to add a logo here. Now if you go to file, sorry, not file, that should be the plus, and go to image, go and search for your image. I'm just gonna select my logo. I'm gonna go with the white version possibly. Yeah, I think that works for me. I'm gonna select it and scale it down. Maybe here in the middle. Okay. Maybe for this logo I should go with a different color actually. I'm gonna go with the blue color. Okay, that looks cool. Okay, now we need to add the menu here on the right and some kind of navigation here on the left if we want it, if we need it. Okay, let's just type burger menu SFG. So I'm gonna search for Nikon just to show you guys how it works. Okay, I'm gonna go with possibly, actually we can create this quite easy, so why bother downloading. Just quickly create it here. Just gonna go with this. Okay, so we have it like that, maybe a bit smaller. Cool. I'm gonna make it white, a bit smaller. Duplicate it, and again. Cool. If you select all of them and you press on distribute vertical, you'll be able to align them a bit better, like the spacing between them. Okay, that looks. Okay, I think this needs a. Okay, that's fine now. Select all of them. Control G or Command G to group them together, and still need a bit smaller. Nice. Now I'm gonna need another arrow here on the left side, but not at this point, only when you go to the next screen, so we have something to go back to this one, like an arrow back. Okay, nice. Now we have the 3 filters down here, and we'll start them with different cuisine like Japanese or Italian, as I said. I'm gonna go to Envato Elements, my favorite website for resources. The subscription is about €15 per month, which is pretty cheap. So I'll have the affiliate link into the description of this video. If you want to help this channel out, you're free to subscribe. If not, you can use a free option called pexels.com. That's another one which you can get free images, but this one's got a lot more. So yeah, I'm not gonna dive deep into this subject now, but I'm gonna search for job. Let's say cuisine. Maybe we find some nice vectors. That may work, I'm not sure. European, Asian. Okay, I'm just gonna type Japanese food. Simply go to photos. I'm thinking I'm gonna add photos. It's gonna be a bit easier to keep it on brand this way. Even though we don't have a brand yet, but still just to make it, you know, look better, match the filter between them. Which one? Maybe this. Close this one up. This one looks pretty cool. Where's this? I'm gonna go with this one. My internet is kind of slow today, very slow. Okay, here it is, we've got it. I'm just gonna drag and drop it here, just like that. Now I'm just gonna need to rescale it, scale it down a bit more. Cool, and we've got it. You can just select both, right click and say mask. That's gonna create a mask inside our shape, so it's gonna fit perfectly in there. I'm just gonna select one more. Just call it Italian food. And I think we can pick one up. Let's say this one. Let's download it. Okay, here it is. Again, drag and drop in InVision Studio, just like that. Very quick and efficient. A lot smaller. Drag it on top of your shape. Right, select both with Shift click. Right click and say mask. Let's just reposition it. Okay, I think I like it that way, and we need another one. With this, I'm gonna select maybe what other cuisines I like. I like Japanese, I like Italian, I like burgers. Let's go with American food. Oh, donuts. Damn it. Or some burgers. You know what, I'm just gonna search for burgers. I don't know why I haven't done it from the beginning, but yeah. I want a nice and tasty burger. Ooh, dark one. A black burger. I like this one. Vegan mushroom. Oh, I want a beef one. What can you do? Ooh, this one looks crazy. Burger fries with salad on a table. Wow. What the hell is that? Looks like a monster. We have salad. That much salad. Okay, never mind. Let's just drag this and drop it. Okay, here it is. Right click and select both and mask, just as we did with the other ones. Resize it. Cool. So we've got 3 different cuisines. Maybe this one needs to be a bit bigger. So no, sorry, I'm a bit picky when it comes to design. So they match. Okay, I like it that way. We've got the 3 filters, 3 different cuisines. And here we will create one of the recipes. So let's say we've picked maybe Japanese or Italian. Yeah, well, let's go with Italian. Before we do that, I'm gonna select these 2 and decrease the opacity. So let's say we have this filter selected, right? So we have the Italian food filter selected. Nice. And we will now do some Italian recipes just down here. And we need the title. Let me just get this photo from here. Oops. Okay, just gonna put it over. Although it's a bit huge, well, trying to think like the best option to arrange them. Maybe it's not the best option to put it wide like that. Maybe it is, I'm not sure. But if we put it like that way, it can look nice. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go with it. Let's just do it that way. I think it looks better. Yeah. Okay, let's do it that way. Okay, but I want the rounded corners here as well. Before we do that, I'm gonna create a new. Actually, first, let's just put back the columns, the 6 columns. We can arrange this a bit better, just like that. Go to plus and create a new rectangle, similar size. Like that. And add the radius of 8. Should we go with 10? No, 8 is okay, it's perfect. Maybe a bit bigger. If you select your new shape and shape in the back, you can position them align middle, so it's perfectly there. If you right click again on this and say backward, 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 and one more, few more times until you see the image. So you can now select both the shape and the image with shift selected, right click and mask, and that's gonna take again the shape of the rectangle. The image is gonna fit inside the shape. Okay, I just reposition that. And now we can add the filters here on the side. Press plus again. And go with the rounded rectangle. Okay, we are gonna need 3 of them because we have the difficulty. We have the duration and the cuisine. Okay, let's just disable for now the columns because they're distracting me. Gonna make this white. Gonna make this one possibly blue, but we forgot to add the blue here. So I'm gonna go and press plus. And now I can go back here and select the blue. Cool, and we can now rename those. We can give them a name. Let's just say the duration. Let's pick up black, and let's say 10 minutes. And make it size 16 or maybe even 14. It's okay. That works nice. But I want it to be some like a regular font and not a bold one, or even teen. Just gonna go with light. Looks cool. Nice. We're making some progress. Let's copy and paste it down here. And then we have the difficulty. I think I forgot to left align them. Difficulty, let's say average. We can give this one another font, either on bold or semi-bold, and use an orange color for it. So if it's easy, it's gonna be green. If it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be red, and so on. Maybe we should change it to semi-bold as well, so it's matching the other two below. I'm gonna copy and paste it. Down here. And then we have the cuisine. Call it Italian, but I don't want to style into it, just make it black, simple, no other color, no other style. And here we have our first recipe, but we should also add like title to it, so you know, like a brief description. Most famous Italian food. No, just call it a recipe. Maybe we should make this a bit bigger, 16, and leave it semi-bold, just like that. Not sure about centering it or leave it. I think I'm gonna leave it on the side, that's okay. Nice, and I'm gonna try to group them together a little bit to arrange them. So I'm gonna group these two together by pressing Shift and selecting both with Shift pressed, and then Command or Control G to group them together. Just like that. I group those three together again, and group this, and this together. So you have only one object, and call it here on the left side. You can rename your group so you know what it is exactly. Okay. I'm not sure exactly where to rename them, but that's weird. I should be able to change it. Okay, never mind for now about the naming. It's weird why I cannot change it. Usually should be there. Okay, never mind that for now. I'm just gonna copy and paste it here down to the bottom. So we have another recipe and another one if I copy and paste it again. Okay, so we have 3 recipes. We have the filters here, the 3 filters. Maybe I shouldn't leave that much space between them. Something like that. Okay, and maybe I should increase this a little bit just to show you how you can make it scrollable. So if you now go here, select the board and drag it, you're able to see where the phone screen ends. So what's everything below that, you'll have to scroll. Just gonna copy and paste this again down here and show you how you can make it scrollable. Press play. Now you can simply just drag it. You can see what's down there. And another thing, if you want to make the menu to stay in one place, so it doesn't go with the screen, so it's always on the screen, you can do that by pressing on it. Make sure you have everything in one single group, so like that. You see it's everything under one group now. And if you fix position when scrolling, you press on that, and now you'll be able to see that the menu is gonna stay always, but unfortunately now it's below all the elements, so we need to drag it here to the top on the left panel, so it's always gonna stay on top of them. Now let's play that again and you'll be able to see that the menu is gonna be on top. Okay, nice. We can create something like a shadow if you want. Maybe a bit stronger. Let's say it's like 6. Now I'm just gonna leave it on X0, and you can change the color from here. Need to blur. You can make it like 10. Okay. And this is gonna give it that drop shadow, so it's gonna create a bit of separation between the other elements below. Okay, looks quite nice now. If I'm thinking maybe I should make this white color. And let's try it again now. I think it needs to be a bit stronger. So maybe increase the opacity. Just like that. Oh, I think I was just decreasing the opacity, so my bad. Let's try now again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it to black as it was before. I just undo it. Cool, so we have it like that. Looks pretty good. And now we'll continue with the next screen, which is the view recipe screen. Okay, so this is taking a bit longer than expected, but we are here again creating the next screen, as I said. I'm just gonna duplicate this board. So Command C, Command V, and delete everything below. I'm just gonna delete this as well. Drag this to the top, and I'm just gonna expand this whole area. Maybe we don't need it to be that large, so I'm gonna make this smaller until here. I think it's too small, that. Okay, so this is the recipe description, and we'll just simply add some text. Actually, I was thinking to make it a bit different. Maybe we have here the header, and we don't need any more We probably don't need this anymore, so let's just get rid of them. Okay. Oops, not like that. Let me just go back. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that and increase this so it's gonna fit. Okay, so we have the most famous Italian recipe, and on here I was thinking we can add like a save button or something similar. We can add a save button. Yeah, let's do that. Let's turn on the 6 columns again. Go to plus, round the rectangle, and let's add that button here. Again, make it blue. Just gonna make this box oh, I think I have to unlock it. Correct. Alright, so we will have here a button, and then down below we'll have like a checklist where you get to check the boxes when if you have the ingredients. So there's gonna be some way to keep track of the ingredients that you need for this recipe too, so you make sure that you have them all. Maybe I'm not sure if I think it's way too much blue, so just gonna make it simply gray. Okay, that's fine with me. Let's just type in recipe 1, sorry, not recipe, ingredient 1. Ingredient 1, 100 grams of it. Then we have ingredient 2, 150 grams. Ingredient 3, 250 milliliters. And that's the whole for this recipe, for this example recipe. I'm gonna make it a bit smaller. And I want them to be light. Like that. And here I'm just gonna move them. I usually was thinking to put them on the right side, but I think I like them more on the left side, to be honest. I'm gonna press plus, put another ellipse, make it white this time. We can actually add some shadow, or we don't. Not shadow, but borders probably will look good. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Copy it. All good to me. So we have the 3 ingredients, and then here's gonna come the recipe, like the whole description, how to use the ingredients basically, right? Just gonna copy this title, just so I have it for the styling. Let's go to step 1. And I'm gonna go copy some lorem ipsum. There was a cupcake ipsum, I believe, which I really liked. Generate. Just gonna copy some text over. Ideally for this, we'll make a box. Okay, so this is your step 1 from the recipe. Maybe you can add an image below, but again, that's up to you. I'm just gonna leave it like this for this tutorial because you get the idea how to make those images and so on. This is what I want to show you how to do them actually. Should we make them without background or with background? I think I'm gonna go without background this time. Gonna leave it here though. Add some border. No, just go back and style it a bit as you wish to make it look better. And here I was saying that we can add save or bookmark, how you want to call it. Let's just search for an SFG. Okay. I believe the bookmark is gonna look a lot better. Because usually like the old recipe books that our parents were using were actually in real books, so it makes sense this way. Yeah, I like this one. I'm gonna save it first and then drag and drop. Again, it's huge, but we are gonna make it smaller. Put it here and yeah, for that I can't really edit it. Can't edit the color unless I open it in Photoshop. Yeah, or Illustrator. Let's try Illustrator. That's weird. Let's open it up. Let's try again. Why is that gonna let me change it? Is that an actual image or not an SFG? That's some kind of trick. Yeah, it's actually a PNG. Is that a SFG.png? What a trick, man. That's mad. That's a blood, yes. Trick. Let's save this one. Okay, so hopefully we can edit the color of this SFG. Oh, for real? Come on, man. Won't let me change it. Oh, there you go. I managed to change it. Nice. It's not the ideal icon, but it works for the tutorial. So you get to save it if you want. Maybe a bit smaller. That works. Oops, too much zoom out. Okay. I want to copy this, so we had some copy here as well. I'm gonna call it in this area we can either add like a list of different recipes. Maybe you want to create a list for desserts. So in that case, you're gonna have your favorite desserts list where you save this recipe. For this, just gonna call it favorite Italian favorite Italian food. Okay, make it white this time, and maybe we need some kind of arrow here on the left side, so it's gonna open up and drop down, and you get to see the whole list with your other food list. Go and search for an arrow, but we actually can use what we have here. Yeah, we can use this one to make it quick. Want to rotate it 90 degrees, make it a bit bolder, and that's gonna work. Maybe it's size 20, 25. That looks nice, and it's exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, cool. Another thing I wanted to show you, this is mostly like the two screens I wanted to create with you in InVision Studio, so you get the idea of how to use the software. The other thing I want to show you is how to create animations. So how do we get from this to the other page? By pressing on the items. Now you remember when I told you to group this together? Now if you are gonna go to animate to interaction here at the top with the item selected and say create interaction, then it's gonna give you this and you'll be able to select the second artboard. Now trigger means when the interaction is gonna happen. It's gonna happen on click or on tap in case you're on the phone, or you wanna hold the tap, you wanna double tap, touch down, touch up, swipe down, swipe up, swipe left, swipe right. You've got all those options on mouse over, mouse out, and everything else. You get to choose your trigger. It makes sense. I think it's quite easy. It's quite straightforward. Yeah, just go select tap for now. Navigate to Artboard 2. This is the one which was selected, and the preset or the motion. Now I'm gonna go with preset for this one, and let's try instant. Otherwise we can select the slide option, and let's test it out. Select your artboard, press here top play on the right top side, and press on it. Now that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen instantly, but maybe we want to have it to be different. Yeah, you get to, if you press it back, you get to edit the interaction from here. So maybe you want the transition to be in motion, and that's gonna happen. I think I like it a lot more that way. And there's one more thing which we forgot. We forgot to add the arrow here at the menu. I'm not sure why. What the fuck's happening? Okay, now I can just put it here. Oops, I think I want to make it 0 or -180. These are icon. Now if you press on it, it's gonna get you to the previous screen. It's not a perfect icon, but it's gonna do it for this tutorial. And if you press on the icon, go to interaction, create interaction, and drag it to the previous one. Select motion again and say save. Now let's play it again. Press on the first recipe, and then you'll be able to go back using that button. See? Quite straightforward. Yep, just like that. Okay, well, that's it overall. Now it's a lot more to talk about. InVision Studio has got a lot of features that you can use. It's got a lot of things which you can do in it. But overall, this is how it works, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe to this channel and let me know in the comments if you found this video helpful, and I'll see you into the next video.